The Garcia food truck has a very modern business model. There's this thing called Instagram, and that's one of the things that I'm fighting you guys to get off of in class. But Instagram is a fantastic way to drive local traffic to your business. But I've driven to this business thanks to this lady right here. Her mom is from Guatemala and she's a foodie. Take a moment to take in the sights and the sounds and try to notice the business side of things. Be entrepreneurial. All right, let's talk about the business model. So I asked ChatGPT, what is the average retail monthly rent for a restaurant on Long Island in 2025? It gave me 2023 figures, and it says $33 per square foot per year. I mean, I wear size 11 and a half, so this is almost 12, but you got a square foot would be this by this. Yeah, now let's read that next line. Assuming these rates remain stable, a restaurant occupying 2,500 square feet would incur an annual rent of approximately $142,500, translating to a monthly rent of about $11,875. We're not talking about paying employees here. We're just talking about paying for the space, renting the space. And if you're going to rent a space, you're going to have to pay insurance on that too. So we're talking about an annual investment of $160,000 or $170,000 before you even buy food and before you even pay your employees. What about stoves? What about plates? What about silverware? Those are investments also if you're going to have a restaurant. We have established already that the shopping mall is dying. People don't like centralized, heavy traffic, paying for parking. Businesses don't like paying for advertising unless it gives them a significant return. But I tell you what, Instagram, if you do it right, it's free. So wait, let's back this up. Buy a big vehicle that can carry a lot and can move from place to place. Don't rent a commercial location or a store. Rent a parking lot and rent it in an area where you have a lot of patrons. Wait a second, it says here 920 Crooked Hill Road, Brentwood, New York, 11717. Why would they choose Brentwood? Central American population in Brentwood, New York. In Brentwood, New York, a significant portion of the population identifies as Hispanic or Latino, with 72.9% of the total population falling into this category. They're freaking brilliant! What's also brilliant is the link here, and on Instagram you could put only a few links or a link tree. But DoorDash, look at this. So they connected it to their DoorDash. You could do delivery or you could do pickup. And when we went, we did pickup. They give you a buzzer and it rings and you pick it up. It's that simple. And while we're on the subject of DoorDash, just take a look at this. So this is the Garcia food truck on DoorDash. And I saw stuff like pupusas you could get for less than $4. And if you compare that with McDonald's, it comes frozen before it reaches McDonald's. It's more expensive. The quality of the food is better here and it's cheaper. McDonald's has to pay the price of commercial real estate and all of the costs that go with it. Garcia food truck does not. All right, we got to get this answer together. Dear ChatGPT, what was the McDonald's advertising budget in 2024? Let's see. Well, they didn't have the 2024 numbers, but in 2023, McDonald's spent approximately $388.9 million on advertising worldwide. Garcia's Taco Bar has built an organic following of 31.1K followers by showing culinary beauty like this. Wow.
Hey, I'm on my way to a Guatemalan bus that's selling street food here off Exit 53 on Long Island. The place is run by a man known as the Big Bear, so let's go see if the Big Bear can cook.
My name is Roberto Garcia. This is Garcia Taco Bar.
They call you the Big Bear?
I have a lot of names. The Big Papi too. If you look at this bus, was constructed in Guatemala. We had the original license plate. This is history. If you walk down here, this is our chicharron. It's a 2.5-hour process. His name is Derek, and his family in Guatemala lives off chicharron.
You grew up where? Guatemala?
I immigrated to the United States at the age of 8 years old. Leaving my country at a young age, I felt like half of my culture was pulled out of my heart. I didn't know anything about this country, and I was able to adapt. I want the American dream. I think that everybody here has a chance to achieve it.
Okay, we're out here in the parking lot. I think if you've never tried Guatemalan food, a great place to start is with a chuco. It's got longaniza, chorizo, cabbage, lots of condiments. There's a crazy mix of flavors. You can't really get a chuco that tastes like this anywhere where there's not a grill like this. The guy making chicharron just tapped me on the shoulder and showed me a little shaker. The only thing he told me is that it's el secreto de abuelita, the secret of his grandmother. Very excited. Oh, Garcia's Taco Bar, chicharron on the weekends. Follow me for more stories about people and food. Crazy.
Y'all are sick of me. Somebody else is gonna drop the mic.
Hello, I'm Daniel. I'm Meryl's son. Just leaving final thoughts on this video. What I think about Garcia's Taco Bar is very smart, is that they're spending most of their time on advertising through social media than actually spending money on advertisements for television and such, right? Which would save a lot more money for better quality food, which is what a lot of customers like about this place for what they do. We've been there a few times. What I usually like to get is enchiladas chapinas.